Hey guys, let me ask you something. Do you guys struggle with your under eye area showing? Do you guys struggle with redness on your face? Do you also struggle with the fact that you don't look like you got 8 hours of sleep? Well, then this video is perfect for you guys. This is an everyday makeup look that addresses all of those issues. So make sure that you stay tuned, hit the subscribe button down below so you never miss any videos with me, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, so I'm going to be starting off with my MAC Prep and Prime spray first before I put on any foundation. Then I'm going to take my two shades, N4 and NC20, just to give me a little bit of color. And I'm going to be taking my Real Techniques Beauty Blender sponge right here, and I'm going to be applying the foundation all over my face here. So I just want to point that tip out to you guys that it is so important to make sure you drag your foundation all the way down your neck. And when I say all the way down, I mean just about here until everything looks blended. You don't have to go all the way down here unless that's something that you prefer. Alright, so I'm just going to keep buffing this in my skin until everything looks perfectly blended to my liking. Alright, everything looks good. I'm going to go ahead and add my concealer now, which is of course going to be my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Fair. So I'm just going to take that concealer, I'm going to apply a downward triangle, just like that. Alright, now that I have applied that downward triangle, I'm just going to blend this into my skin. And I go back and forth to really make sure I pat all the concealer into my fine lines underneath my eyes here. So now I'm going to start the powder part. I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me translucent powder. I'm just going to pat it upside down, and then the powder will come out in the lid here, which then I'm going to be taking that same beauty blender, patting it in that powder, and I'm gonna be applying it underneath my eye, just like that. And I'm just gonna let it sit for just a moment. Make sure everything sets perfectly. Then I'm going to be taking my Real Techniques fluffy brush. I use this for underneath my eyes. Instead of just wiping away the powder, I'm gonna pat the powder into my face. Just like that. It makes sure that the powder is blended into my face without swiping it away. And then for the rest of my face to set, I'm again taking my Maybelline Fit Me setting powder. This is in the shade 220, which is natural beige. And taking my Real Techniques fluffy brush. This is a bigger fluffy brush, obviously. I'm going to pat it in there, and I'm going to apply it all over to my face. This is why putting setting powder on your face is so important, because it does make sure that your foundation stays put all day no matter what you're doing. Alright, so now that I've applied the powder to my face, now I'm going to be adding some more color since I'm so pale right now. You don't have to contour your face. This is something that is preferably up to you. I'm going to take my Kat Von D contour palette. I'm going to be using this middle shade here, and I'm just doing a light contour, and I'm going to start contouring. Now if you don't know how to contour, I'm going to create some videos that shows you how to contour properly, so make sure you guys hit the subscribe button just so you don't miss any videos with me at all. And even though this video is a quick get ready with me, make sure that everything is blended. It's better to at least take your time with blending than rushing that process, because you don't want to have all these harsh lines and not look natural. The point is to make sure that you look like you're naturally glowing, like you naturally got 8 hours of sleep and that you're ready to take on the day. And I notice that if I don't blend everything out, or I don't like my makeup look because I didn't spend enough time on it, I don't feel as confident throughout my day. So really make sure you take time to blend out all your makeup. Now I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. It's a dual-sided brush. I'm going to use this finer flat part of the brush to contour my nose. I'm just going to be making a little lines right here just to outline my nose in the shape I want. Alright, now I'm going to take the fluffy part of this brush and I'm just going to blend everything in. Alright, so I really like how this looks. Now what I'm going to be doing is adding blush. So I'm going to take my Real Techniques blush brush. I have 2 of them. I really do like this one though. It's super big and fluffy, makes everything look natural when I apply it. I'm going to take my Milani blush right here. It's in the shade Luminoso. Very, very pretty shade. I'll show you right here. I really love it. It looks beautiful on the skin. I'm going to do a really creepy smile and then I'm going to apply it to my cheekbones and up a little bit. And notice how I'm patting it on my skin and then moving up. I want to make sure that everything looks natural and blended. And it's better to start with a small amount of product and then build your way up than start with too much product and try to go backwards. Alright guys, we are almost done with this makeup look for the day. I'm going to be taking my Revlon Big Highlighter. I would show you what it looks like, but I did break it and it's in a little snack bag just to keep everything together. Taking this highlighter brush right here. And I'm going to be applying it on the tip of my nose and up the bridge. I'm going to apply it to my brow bone right here. To my cupid's bow. And on my cheekbones along where my blush is. Now, is highlighting necessary? No, if you don't usually wear highlighter, then it's not necessary if that's not something that you usually wear. However, it does bring light to the parts of my face where I want attention to be brought to. So I will say that I love this technique just because, again, it notices, or points out rather, the points of my face that I want to be noticeable. So now for my eyeshadow, you don't have to do this, you can just go straight to mascara. I do like wearing eyeshadow, so I'm going to take my Naked 3 palette. I'm wearing gray and pink today, so this palette is mostly pinks, which I love. I'm going to be taking one of my Naked palette brushes. I'm going to use this fluffy part of the brush here, and I'm going to take the shade Nooner. Nooner is this really gorgeous purple color. I'm just going to dip my brush into that, tap off any excess powder, and I'm just going to do circular motions and then windshield wiper motions. Okay, so now that I like how that looks, I'm going to be applying eyeshadow on my lid here. I'm going to go in with the shade Liar, which is this pretty pink color. Now, a trick I use to get my eyeshadow to stay put all day is I'm going to take that concealer, just make a little dot right in the inner corner of my eye. And then you can either take a concealer brush or you can use your finger, it works just as well. I'm going to be patting that on the inner corner of my lid here. Alright, so now I'm going to be taking a flat brush, just like this. I'm gonna take a smaller, more defined, fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna reapply Nooner in the crease. So I'm again taking that dark purple color that we started with, and I'm just gonna go into the crease again to make sure I'm blending everything out and there's no harsh lines. Alright, so I'm satisfied with how the top lid looks. Now we're going to do the bottom lid. I'm going to take that Nooner color that we did, that purple color right here, and I'm just going to focus it on the outer corner of the bottom lid first and then work my way up. The reason why I'm doing that is because if you drag the color all the way down, like if I just go like that, it's going to make my eyes look tired and more droopy. So I'm going to focus everything on the outer corner first and then blend my way inward. Okay, so I really love this makeup look so far. Now one of my important tips that I do every single day, I put a light shimmer color on the inner corner of my eye. Why do I do this? I do this because it really makes your eyes look more awake and that you're not tired. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this Real Techniques. It's like an eyeshadow brush, but I use it mostly for this. I'm going to take my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. She has some gorgeous color ranges in here. I'm going to take this first color right here, and I'm just going to apply it to the inner corner of my eye. Alright, and you can see the difference. It really brightens my eye, makes me look more awake. So I highly recommend doing this with any eyeshadow look you do, or even if you just don't wear any eyeshadow and just mascara, this makes you look more awake. So now what I'm going to be doing is I try to make my lash line look a little bit thicker. I don't always wear false lashes, so it's important to me to try and make my lash line look a little bit thicker than it already is. So I'm going to be taking that Jaclyn Hill palette again, and I'm going to be using the black eyeshadow color that is in the bottom corner here. I'm going to take an angled brush just like this. I'm going to tap it into the eyeshadow, tap off the excess, especially when it's like a dark black color, because that will get everywhere. And I'm just going to apply it on the outer corner of my eyelid. Alright, so that's all I'm going to be doing with the eyeliner. It's not really noticeable, especially when you put on mascara. It just makes the eyelash line look a little bit thicker, which I like personally. I'm going to take my L'Oreal Lash Paradise and I'm going to apply my mascara. So what I do for mascara is I comb through my lashes at first, make sure my hair is out of my way, and I'm going to wiggle upward. Make sure, especially if you have blonde hair, that you move your hair out of your way because, anyways, if you get mascara and blonde hair, it like never comes out, so make sure you really pull your hair back. And then also I will show you a cool tip that I use all the time, obviously for mistakes like this where you get mascara on your eye here. I'm going to take a Q-tip, a clean Q-tip, and I'm just going to, in small little motions here, I'm just going to rub it away. And that takes off the mascara without disrupting your makeup look. It's a great tip and trick. I didn't always know that, so a lot of the times I would just try and wipe it away. Made the issue worse. I don't recommend doing that. Now I'm going to be doing my lips as the last step here. I'm going to take my NYX lip liner pencil. It is in the shade 860, which is Peekaboo. So it looks like this. It's like this pretty light pink color. And I'm just gonna outline my lips. Now, even if you don't do makeup a lot, like you don't wear a lot of makeup at all, and this is all new to you, you can do this look. Anybody can do this look. Again, that's why I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, because more videos are going to be coming out that's going to break down all these steps. So if you don't feel that confident in doing eyeshadow and blending, I'm going to bring a video to you that shows how to blend. If you're not comfortable with contouring or don't know how to do it specifically, I'm going to make a video that shows you how to do it. So then you can come back to this video and be like, I could do that look and I can pull it off. Now I'm going to take my Rimmel Satin Stay Lip Gloss and I'm going to just apply this on my lip. Alright, so now another trick I'm going to tell you for doing like lip gloss and stuff like that to help it not get everywhere. I'm going to take my middle finger, I'm going to pat the product and just, you know, wipe on a paper towel as I go. Alright, so now it's patted down. It's not really, you know, it takes off all the excess lip gloss, and I'm going to do this with the paper towel. That helps get that inner lipstick off so it doesn't get on your teeth. Another tip I recommend doing all the time when applying lip gloss. And this is the final look, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Just know that you can achieve this look and start your day off right. Thanks, guys, for joining, and I hope you have a great day.